Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. We hope everybody had a terrific Thanksgiving weekend, but now it's back to work here at Maryville, and it's back to work for our men's soccer team. A terrific 1-0 victory over Tiffin to push them into the third round of the Division II Soccer Championships, and joining us is their head coach, David Korn. And first off, David, what a great atmosphere it was for the second round game a couple weeks ago. And, you know, our guys came out, played off the energy, and got the 1-0 victory.
It was awesome. We were excited to get to host, and it was a fantastic environment. So we were incredibly grateful to the campus community for all the work that went into putting on the event, and then, you know, even more thrilled to all the fans, family, and everybody who got to come out and made it such a fun environment for our student athletes.
You know, one of the big things is we get the early lead. We knew Tiffin had some firepower. Our defensive back, once again, I mean, it just goes without saying, that's been our calling card all year long, and those guys in the back line and Max between the pipes just got the job done and stopped a very high-powered Tiffin offense.
Yeah, we knew they had a couple guys who had scored, a good amount of goals to the regular season, and I think the focus that they showed defensively as a team as a whole, I think some of the execution late on a couple restarts and some stoppages just because of the referee organizing the game. I thought we kept our composure in those moments. I thought the Max, our back forward, did a good job of keeping guys ahead of them organized, and I thought ultimately overall was just a good team performance.
You know, and I think the goal that Cammy scored, that it was just a great play from start to finish. Ben with a great, pass to him, and then, Cammy just able to find the opening and sneak it in to the goal side of the goal.
Yeah, I thought Ben's adapted to playing a little bit more in the midfield for us and has done a really good job there. He did well to set up the play, kind of fight through, a little bit of a hole by the defender, and then just had the awareness to find Cammy in a good spot. And to Cammy's credit, it was a fantastic strike, and I think he made the right run to put himself in a good position. And for him in particular, this is his second year here after transferring from Hartwick when their program discontinued at the Division I level, and he has made a great impact. He's worked incredibly hard off the field. He spends a tremendous amount of time on his own, and I think all came together for him in that moment, and we're excited because I think he's got a lot more bright moments ahead.
Well, a lot of bright moments coming up. We get to the Sweet 16, so to say. Only 16 teams in the country left playing soccer. We might as well turn this into the GLVC mini round robin, as 3 of the 4 teams are in Louisville are from our conference. And we've talked about it. We know the conference. It's a testament to what men's soccer is in the Great Lakes Valley Conference.
It is. I mean, to get 4 teams into the tournament, I think speaks volumes to the depth of the league. And then to have 3 still in at this stage, I think that's the fun part of our conference, especially on the soccer side, is there's a great quality, there's great coaches, there's very talented players, and because of it, we get to represent the conference well at this stage of the NCAA tournament, and obviously we're excited. There's some familiarity and maybe a bit of a rivalry in a sense with Bellarmine, having played them the last 2 years in these kind of knockout situations.
I was just going to say, I think the rivalry with Bellarmine has kind of taken some legs because we've played them so many times over the last couple years. I think this is going to be number 5 or number 6 coming up that we're going to play Bellarmine, and 2 teams that know each other awfully well. We drew with them at the regular season down at their place, lost, a heartbreaker in the GLVC semifinal, and now 2.5 weeks later we get them again. So the familiarity is totally there between these 2 teams.
It is, and it'll be our 3rd time traveling to Louisville to play them, and so it'll be fun. Obviously, they're a tremendous opponent. I think we've learned a lot throughout the course of the season, not only in our 2 games against them, but just in the matches we've played. And I thought there were parts of our first half against Tiffin that were, close to being at the quality that we can be. And I think the goal is, at this stage of the season, how do we put together our best performance, and how do we control the match and make it be one that suits our strengths and difficult for Bellarmine.
What are some of the key things that we're going to have to do? Obviously, we know what they're all about. We just talked to it. But what are a couple things that you think, and the coaches have things, that we need to do to move on to the Final 8 in the country and play on Sunday afternoon?
Well, I mean, you hit on it in the beginning. We've got to be good defensively. We know Bellarmine is a team that has scored a lot of goals through the course of the season. So we've got to be organized, and I think a lot of that will be in transition. We gave up our goal last time we played them on a turnover and a quick transition. So we've got to be aware of our defensive shape. We've got to be aware of as we attack where we send numbers, and then ultimately we've just got to be really committed to defend and make it difficult for them. In the attack, I think we have to keep the ball and keep it in the right ways. I think there will be moments where we can use our width in the attack. I think there will be moments where we're going to have to be patient. And I think we're also going to have to be really clever at identifying when we can attack quickly because they're also a very organized team defensively. So I think it'll be exciting. You know, I think from that standpoint, our guys are looking forward to kind of the preparation the next few days and ultimately getting to play on Friday.
No doubt about it. Well, good luck. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage live from down in Louisville. Excited for the team, excited for you guys. It's going to be a fun week of soccer.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
David Korn joins us as he always does. Once again, the team will leave on Thursday. The game will be Friday evening, 5 o'clock here in St. Louis, 6 o'clock on the East Coast against Bellarmine. Our game is the second game as Ohio Valley and UIndy will open things up at 3 o'clock Eastern Time, 2 o'clock Central Time. So you'll be able to see both games on Bellarmine's GLVC Sports Network feed. We'll have a link for you on our website. If you can't follow there, we'll have our Twitter feed going all evening long on how the soccer team is doing. If we win on Friday, well, let me change that. When we win on Friday, we'll turn around and play on Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, noon back here in St. Louis for an opportunity to go to the Final Four in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania next week. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.
Go Saints.